Next.
nila.
Next, OHN.
Oriental Herbal Nutrients.
OHN, Oriental Herbal Nutrients. Now, what is this for? Okay, for human consumption, what is this for? Listen, those who have gout or arthritis, this is good. Immediately after taking this, if you have gout and you have pain in your joint, when you drink this in 1 hour, that pain is gone. That's how fast. That's how fast. In 1 hour, the pain is gone.
No?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, also for food poisoning, you vomit, keep on vomiting, LBM, food poisoning. This is good for food poisoning. Okay? Now, another one. Mga senior.
Senior citizen.
Those are those men whose third legs cannot stand up already. This should help you to stand up. You know that, Uncle?
Yes.
So, Viagra.
Do, basig mag-uinsin ka na.
May masangil lang ako. Kinayuma.
Viagra.
Hindi na matindo.
But this is good for Viagra also. Okay?
So,
Okay.
so the first one is good for arthritis and pain. The second one
Yeah,
was
gout.
gout.
Arthritis and
Okay.
gout.
Okay.
Second one for food poisoning.
Okay. Food poisoning.
Third one for Viagra. Fourth one for heart problems also, because one of the ingredients is garlic. Garlic is good for the heart. Okay? For plants and animals, what is this for?
Pesticides.
For plants and animals,
Pesticides.
listen, and even human beings, they are for improving the immune system. This is to improve immune system. So when your immune system is improved, then you can fight against sickness and diseases. Okay. For the plants alone, what is this for? Huwag muna kayo magtingin dyan. Magkinig muna sa akong lecture. For plants, what is this for? This OHN is for crawling insects. What are crawling insects? Worms. Canker worms, army worms, caterpillar worms. So this is good for them. This will eradicate those worms.
So, pesticides are different.
Okay? Now, for animals, what is this for?
For
Very
skin
simple.
disease.
Aside sa immune system booster, they are also for cough and cold, LBM.
What's LDM?
Lost bowel movement.
For animals?
Yeah, lost bowel movement.
This
Diarrhea.
diarrhea. Okay.
Sorry.
This for animals, right? Oh.
Animals and human beings
Oh. Okay.
alike. Clear? Clear?
So you said for animals is good for immune system, is it? Oh.
Boost immune system.
After the crawling insect, what was it after that? You mentioned something before.
Insect. For animals,
Yeah, for animal is good for.
bowel movement.
Okay.
For cough and cold,
Bowel movement and cough and cold. Okay.
For life habits.
okay? Klaro ba? Okay. From all our concoction, this OHN is the most expensive.
Kaya mahal ang garlic kung sibuyas Bombay.
From all our concoction, this OHN is the most expensive. But 1 liter of it will cost you probably from 150 pesos to 180. Mura pa rin ba?
480 yung
Ang 1 liter of
1
this
liter.
OHN will cost you from 150 pesos to 180 pesos.
Okay ra? Okay ra?
Dili, 1 liter ba?
1 liter.
Barato gani ato ano?
Okay ra.
But this is the most expensive
180.
of all our concoction. Ibig sabihin, all our concoction is less than 100 pesos. 1 liter concentrate. Clear? See? Now, how to make this? Why is it experienced? Because the ingredients is expensive. So what are the ingredients? One of the main ingredients is garlic and ginger. Garlic and ginger. Then you have gin.
Ginger.
You have gin. Hindi, gin. 3 cantos. 4 cantos.
Gin.
Gin.
Hinibra.
Hinibra.
Hinibra ba? Sa
Kuan
Hinibra.
kining
4 cantos ka na. Hinibra. Mga gin, isago.
10 liters, yun. See? Wala. No. You just listen first.
gin.
Okay? Clear? Okay. Now, I will teach this on a 20 liters container requirement. Now, for you guys, you don't need that much. Because I used to handle a 30-hectare farm. And I have 1,000 pigs. And I have more than 500 chicken. So I need plenty of OHN. So we do it one time, big volume. For you guys, for 1 hectare, 1 liter container, that's good enough to produce this one.
Is it one time for 3 months or 6 months?
Around 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
Okay? Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. So let's talk about the ingredients. Garlic and ginger first. Not yet with the gin. So what are you going to do with the garlic and ginger? First, let's discuss the garlic. The garlic, what you do, take away the skin. So what's left is the meat. Panis. So the meat, you just slice it into half. The meat, you just slice it into half. Sorry, I forgot to tell you the volume. For the 20 liters container, the garlic is 4 kilos, the ginger is 4 kilos.
20 liters container. Pila ang garlic set?
4 kilos.
4 kgs. Unya ang kuan sa ginger.
Container.
4 kilos also.
4 kgs.
Okay.
4 kilos ang ginger.
So again, the 4 kilos garlic, you take away the skin, you slice the meat into half, then put all the meat that you slice into that container, 20 liters container. Okay? Okay, now, ginger. Now, what kind of garlic? Sorry, going back. What kind of garlic?
Yung
The garlic, much better is our local garlic, which is more expensive.
itong Bisaya
Expensive
nila.
kayo, sir. Dili na kayo kung makakita sa Butuan City.
Yung
Anak,
dito.
sir.
You know.
Oo.
Nagsulti ko lang, iyan ang pinakagwapo.
Pinakagwapo.
Hindi naman iyan lang. If you have that one, that will be the best. Okay?
Yes.
Now, the problem is right now, all the garlic are imported.
Yes.
So sorry, but you have to use the imported already.
So
You don't have the local.
Here they don't plant garlic?
We have the local garlic
Ah,
that are produced in Luzon.
ah,
Not so much in Mindanao.
ah.
So we export it
But
from
it can
Luzon
grow here,
to
right?
Mindanao.
It can
But
grow.
it can be produced here. The problem is too much rainy. In garlic and onions, it should be an area where rainfalls are very minimal.
So if it's a rainy area, we can put like a shade,
Yes, yes.
Yes.
complete shade or shade net?
It should be a complete.
Shade.
But the sunlight should penetrate.
So it should be high.
No,
Because if it's high, the sun can go from the sides.
no, the sun should come in. No, it can be plastic shade.
Uh-huh.
That the plastic can, the sun can penetrate.
Oh, okay, plastic
Yung
see-through.
transparent, Yung transparent.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where am I? So again,
Ginger.
ginger. So what kind of ginger? Again, there are many kind of ginger. You have the white one, the dulaw or yellow one. You have the turmeric, the orange. Dulaw is not the orange. Is not
Yellow.
the turmeric.
The yellow one.
The yellow one is the
It's
dulaw.
Oh,
The duwaw.
Duwaw.
Oh, duwaw.
Yes. So it's not the turmeric.
Yung turmeric, sir.
Turmeric is the orange one.
Ay,
turmeric.
katong yun siya gluy agi hapon.
O yung gagmayra.
Oh.
Yung turmeric yung mga gagmay
Yung maliliit
na kulay orange ang laman.
Maraming
Nakoy
binibenta.
tanong dito, parin na gid siya gluy pero dagko man kaayo.
Kung dako
Pero yellow siya.
is either yellow or puti.
Pwede gihapon siya.
Yes, pwede. Pero which is better? The turmeric.
Ah.
Now, but again, you can use the white one. You can use the yellow one. So, it's up to you. Huh?
4 kilos.
Yes.
4 kilo gihapon.
So what are you going to do with that garlic? Very simple. You just clean the skin
Ada sa ginger?
for the ginger because it's root crops.
Yes.
So there will be plenty of soil in the skin. You just need to clean all the soil out
Brass.
by brushing it through the water. Okay? Then you just slice it into smaller size. No, slice it
Okay.
into smaller size. Then all the sliced ginger, put it in the 20-liter container.
4 kilo gihapon siya.
Okay? Then you add 3 kilos of molasses. You add 3 kilos of molasses.
The garlic, you take out the cover,
No,
the
no.
cloves. Garlic.
The garlic,
Yeah.
you take out the cover.
Okay.
Only the meat, you slice it into half.
Alright.
The ginger, you don't take out the cover or skin.
Okay.
You just brush it to cleanse all the soil, and you just slice it into smaller size.
So, molasses. Korean man
So
consumption.
4 kilo in the container. Okay?
Okay.
Then you put 3 kilos of molasses. So total, how many kilos? 11 kilos.
11 kilos.
Okay? Okay. Now cover the container and leave it for 3 days. Again, cover the container and leave it for 3 days. Okay, after 3 days, for example, look at me right now.
3 days.
For example, this is the 20-liter container.
Yeah.
After 3 days, for example, this is the content. The garlic, the ginger, and the molasses.
Molasses.
So this is the vacant space. Okay. What you do, this vacant space, pour in gin.
Mga dugangan.
Pour in gin until it reaches this portion. Do not fill it up.
Yung sambanog, di ba pwede?
Yes, pwede lang
Alamanok.
Gilbis,
Jelby.
vodka, tanduay white, ginebra, lambanog.
Na isa ka ning Mallorca sir.
Ay, hindi pwede.
Ay,
Matapang masyado, sobra.
Ah.
Usa
Too-
gani ng
too strong.
lambanog gani.
Taksoy.
Yung,
Sa
ano
coconut.
sir, yung...
Laksoy.
Galing sa nipa sir, yung laksoy.
Pwede sa lambanog, sa nipa, pwede rin sa
Oh,
coconut.
yan lambanog. Can I make my own alcohol?
Sir, ginalagay niyo sir nga na ay nag-inom og wine sa pampang
lambanog.
namatay kay dili daw kuno
Ah,
ang
oo.
alcohol nga gibutang sir.
Oh.
Anong
Hindi
container?
punong-puno. Antod lang dyan, meron space na bilin mo. There should be a space that you do not go to the brim.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And what's the purpose of the alcohol? What is the job of the alcohol?
There are two ingredients do fermentation. One is sugar, the other one is alcohol.
Okay. So why we using sugar first and then alcohol?
Because of the ingredients that we are fermenting. You need the alcohol to ferment it further.
Okay.
Ah,
But if it's just plants or fruits, easy issue. Now, so just fill it up to here. Now remember, the space, you just fill it up. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, cover it. Leave it for 10 days.
10 days na po.
After 10 days, you just extract the volume of gin that you put in. You just extract the volume of gin that you put in. For example, you put in 6 liters. Then after 10 days, you just harvest 6 liters. So the 6 liters you harvest, that is the first harvest of your OHN. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Again.
If alcohol is 6 liters, then
After 10 days, you just harvest 6 liters. Now, how do you harvest it? Do you pour it like this? No. How do you harvest it? You scoop it up. Now, what does that mean? When you scoop it up, you do not involve the one that is at the bottom. You just harvest the one
Natural,
On the top.
liquid upan lang yun siya.
on the top. Now, why? Because the bottom one is called mother liquor. When you said mother liquor, it means you can keep on, you can do it again and again and again and again.
How many times?
We'll go to that later on. Klaro ba?
Correct.
So you don't harvest the mother liquor, you just harvest the one on top.
Only 6 liters lang.
If you put in 6 liters. Clear?
There.
So you need, so that's the first harvest of your OHN.
OHN.
So you put in new gin again,
Ipon po ng
Okay.
up to this
Fill up.
portion again.
Oo.
Okay, leave it for 10 days again. Then after 10 days, harvest again the volume of gin.
Oo, kung pila yung...
That is the second harvest of your OHN. Put again new gin. Up this point again. Cover it again. After 10 days, again, you harvest the volume of gin. That is the third harvest of your OHN.
OHN.
Now, when you harvest 3 times already, siyempre, eventually, the mother liquor will have lesser potency already. Am I right? So to increase the potency, this is what you're going to do. 1 handful of chili. Chili labuyo. Chili. 1 handful of chili. Now, when I said 1 handful, it's not like this handful, it's like this handful.
handful kung ana. Kumo, ana. Okay.
Gamay naman kung kamot, sir.
Pinaulbo.
Basta ka handful.
Mapili ka ng dakong kamot.
Kung maulbo siya,
Dako, bitaw ka kamot, kusog ka manguot.
Okay? 1 handful of chili, you put it there.
Which type of chili?
The small one.
Okay.
So,
Again, 1 handful of chili.
Kaya,
You put it there.
Oh.
Then 1 handful of neem or curry fruits.
Sa to, sir, nem.
1 handful of neem.
name?
Neem, N-E-E-M. Or curry fruits.
N-E-N.
What are the fruits for neem?
Huh?
Yan.
The neem tree, they have fruits?
Yes!
What fruits?
It's rounded, green.
Ah, I didn't see.
Yes.
And
When it matured, they becomes brown.
Full of name.
It's seeds, right?
No, fruits.
Name fruits?
We have neem here.
Yes.
What's sa manang name, sir?
On the-
Yes, we have.
On the piggery area,
Name?
chicken area.
Name?
Handful.
Name.
Ay, mauna na,
Sir,
sinali.
sir.
Huh?
Kato akong giingin
Ay,
mo,
kato
ma'am.
lagi name 3.
Name three.
Ay,
Name
mga
three.
ganun.
Ay,
Correct lagi
ito.
to. Correct.
Ah, name tree. Fruit.
Hindi.
Name
Kato.
3.
Or curry. Yung sa to yung user name.
Listen. The curry and neem tree, the leaves are almost the same.
Ah.
Except the neem leaves had sharp surface, while that's a curry tree over there. Well, the curry, the leaves is just plain. There's no edges. Mamaya, we'll show you the curry. That's a curry.
Pero pareha na siya. Either
Mga
name,
iba o dahon.
name fruit or curry.
Pwede.
Ah, okay.
Pwede i-mix mo yung dalawa.
Ah, pwede po.
Sorry, tawag ganun.
Spelling sa curry, sir?
Wala tayo.
C-U-R-R-Y. The one you eat this lunchtime is the curry.
Stick curry.
So bakit wala tayo sa
So, one handful yapon to, sir? Oh.
Yes.
Ah, one handful yapon. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Leaves, sir, na leaves.
Of
Fruits.
Fruits.
fruits of curry.
Both neem and curry.
Fruits.
Then, 1 meter of makabuhay.
Saan ang makabuhay, sir?
Panyawan.
Ah,
What is panyawan in English? I don't know the English of panyawan.
Say nga to.
1 meter.
1 meter of
1
panyawan.
meter?
Google na lang natin mamaya.
1 meter.
Yes.
1 meter o panyawan?
So the 1 meter panyawan, you just slice it to 4 inches or 2 inches or 4 inches. Now I don't know what's the English name of panyawan. It's a vine.
Ah, okay.
It's a vine, and the vine had boils. The vine had boils all the way. Now, the leaves is just on the end of the vine. So, from the roots going up the vine, there's no leaves. The leaves is always on top. The whole vine is with boils.
Sulti siguro paita.
I don't know, I don't know what you call that in English, but I do believe in Africa you have that also. It's a vine.
Pero after
So-
naman
so
siya
it's called,
pinakes.
in
After naman
Philippines-
siya-
Our local
siya-
name, there are 2 names, I believe. The Tagalog is called Makabuhay.
Uh-huh.
Our Visayan dialect, we call it Panyawan. So I think you can search the Makabuhay.
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 Magkabukit.
Makapay or panyawan.
So 1 meter, you just slice it into 2 inches or 4 inches. Then that will you add it to the existing content.
Content.
Okay? So tatlo, 3. You add 3. The sili, the neem or curry, then the makabuhay o panyawan.
Okay.
So after that, again, you pour in gin. Again, up to this portion. Leave it again for 10 days. After 10 days, you harvest again the volume of gin that you put in. That's the 4th harvest. And now, the last one, the 5th. Pour in again new gin. Leave it for 10 days. After 10 days, you can harvest all the liquids already by pouring it this way. Pwede na.
Ah,
On the
ikalimang
feed.
higayon na. Ikalimang higayon. Pwede na natanan.
All the liquid, you can harvest it.
Okay.
Okay? Now, listen. The first 3 harvests, you can mix it. Again, the first 3 harvests, you can mix it. The last 2 harvests, you can mix the last 2 harvests. You have to separate it.
How often do you harvest?
3
As soon as you after 10 days,
Yes.
you do
You
another one.
harvest. And you put it in chin
alright,
again.
Okay.
You
Okay. Now listen.
mix it.
Five harvest na yun.
Ito, first string.
Yeah, pwede mo imihalo. Now listen. The first 3 harvests is can be for plants, can be for animals.
Ah,
But the last 2 harvests, that will be exclusively for plants only. It cannot be for animals.
The first two, pwede sa tao.
First 3.
the first string.
Pwede sa tao.
Pwede siya
Pwede
sa
sa tao, pwede sa hayop.
Hayop.
Can be for human beings, the first 3, for animals, and for plants.
So,
But the last 2
for the plant
is
only lang yun.
exclusively for plants
For
only.
plant only lang.
Clear? Now, listen. If you don't have animals, so you don't want to produce the first 3 because you don't have animals. So I will suggest, even if you are going to do this OHN in the first 3, if you want more quality, you need to add already the sili, the neem, and the makabuhay.
Ah, so pwede na siya sa glandaan sa first pa lang ni mga.
But if you have animals, then you have to go to the 5.
So chicken is an animal, right?
Yes. Human is also an animal.
Yes, yes.
Alright.
Clear? Any question?
3 months shelf life. Sir.
No, the shelf life is 6 months, even more than 6 months.
So, kung ato ni siyang, kung inom ang tawa ni sir, kung sa may iyang dosage,
We always use the jigger glass, gagmay na glass, for wine, for jigger.
one lang,
Yes.
once a day. Pwede.
Yes.
Kayo og daghanon hubog ko.
Sir, kaya wala mi nag-apa, sir. Sir, kung mag-add mi og labuyo, sili, sir, pwede sa first 3 kung walay hayop.
Kung walang hayop,
Oh.
kung naalang mo plants,
Kung na-plants
and you
lang.
want to apply this OHN to plants
To
only
plants
because you
only.
don't have animals,
Oh.
then even on the first OHN application, you add in the CD,
Ah, sige, sige.
curry or neem and makabuhay. Panyaw.
For plants only.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question? No, sir. Good.
Kabuhay din ini.
Panyawan.
Fish amino acid.
Next, fish amino acid.
Sisiyo ka. Kuya. Yeah.
Picture rin ako din.
May sisiyo ka pa.
What time na?
Isa din isa.
4:51.
First fermentation.
Okay. I will finish this amino acid. Then the last I'm going to teach is VCO. So the other concoction I'll continue it tomorrow. Okay?
How many left?
Huh?
How many we have left?
Total is around 9,
9. Okay.
except the VCO, not including the VCO. 9.
Okay.
The last 4 is very simple. Okay.
Ito yun siya, sir. Calcium.
Yeah. So fish amino acid. Now, what is amino acid? What is amino acid?
It's
Sa mineral, sir.
building blocks, protein.
Yeah.
Good
So,
for
it-
poultry. Egg.
No. What is amino acid? He said, which is right, because that was taught to us in chemistry. So, amino acid is the building block of protein.
Yes.
But to us, what is that?
Building block.
What is that? What do you mean by building block? Oh, very simple, so that you understand. Protein or nitrogen are raw materials. Raw nutrients. If you take in protein, the protein will not be absorbed by your body. If you give nitrogen, the nitrogen cannot be absorbed by the plants. It had to change.
Into amino acid.
It had to change. So the process of changing this protein or nitrogen, result is amino acid. Amino acid is the finished product of nitrogen and protein. Clear?
Finish, brother.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
That amino acid, that will absorb by the plants, that will absorb by the livestock, that will absorb by human beings. Not protein or nitrogen. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And nitrogen and?
Protein.
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 So,
So that's the finished product. That's why you see all our products are finished.
product na siya.
Again, all our nutrients are finished process. That's why when we introduce that to the plants, immediately the plants will accept it because it's finished already. That's why immediate
Epekto.
effect. It's not like organic farming, very slow. This one, very fast. Even faster than conventional farming because conventional farming, they have to process it before they bring it up. Here, you immediately give it to the plants, directly to the leaves. And when the leaves absorb it, they react.
But
That's why it's faster.
but
So sa leaves siya i-spray.
I read somewhere they say if you give the plants the nutrients, then the microorganism, you are affecting the relationship with the microorganism because microorganism will, you know.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. The plants had relationship with microbes. Okay? They communicate. Now, the plants will tell the microbes what they need. Now, if the plants had complete nutrients, then they will automatically can produce the requirement of the microbes. So the microbes don't need to feed them. So if you give the plants the nutrients that they need, they automatically will produce even the requirement of the microbes.
More food. More micro.
For microbes. It will not affect. But remember, initially, when you are doing this, your soil is completely dead. Because of conventional background of your farm. So, you need to help the plants. Or else, even the microbes initially cannot produce a lot of things for the needs of your plants.
So assuming that your land is like the original land.
Then you don't need to do the spraying.
Ah.
That's why you become do nothing farming. You will reach that goal. When you don't need to spray, you don't need to bring fertility to your plants because your soil is exceedingly fertile. Your microbes is the one bringing the nutrients to your plants. But initially, when your soil is dead, it takes time for the soil to recover. You see? You see what's happening? You are going to reach that goal. Do nothing farming. You don't need to give nutrients to the plants already. When the soil is completely healed. Klaro na ba?
Sir,
Clear?
question. For example, in Agusan del Sur, they spray herbicides on their corn, sir. How many years to recover when we apply
Very low.
very low, sir.
But it doesn't mean you cannot grow. You can grow.
We can grow.
You can grow.
Pero,
But you cannot have it certified.
yes.
Okay ra.
But you can grow. No problem.
Okay ra. No
Wala
problem.
na lang, di lang sa
Oo,
makacertify.
Oh,
Okay.
Wala lang.
you're not after in certification. Come on, guys. Do not
ang
go after
importante, doon na natay
certification.
quality na.
No. The key is, number one, you are producing healthy food.
Oh.
Number two, you are earning. Yan naman para sa inyo yung earning eh. Gaganansya ka.
Yes.
If you don't earn,
Di na lang
why
ako
go
kumain.
farming?
Yes.
That's your initial goal. Number one, you produce healthy food. Number two, you are earning. That's your initial goal. Narinig mo? And that's what you're going to do. That's what you are going to receive. See?
Lagi, sir, herbicides karon.
Yeah, I know. Glyphosate. Anyway, tomorrow, tonight, you will see what happened. That's your video tonight.
What's
Sige
the
sila, sir. They were
what's the
asking,
movie tonight?
It's about GMO.
Oh, okay.
in the farmers of Agusan del Sur, sir, were asking, what's the replacement of herbicides?
We'll discuss that tomorrow.
Ay, sige. Thank you, sir.
Kasi pamatay
Oo,
sa...
Pamatay sa
pamatay sa grass kay
Ah,
yan ang ginagamit nila
sinasabi mo,
ngayon.
sir, you don't kill the grass.
Oo. Kay
Here we
madami-
want more grass.
Pero sir, actually sa tinud-anay gyud dito sa kanang nagkuan ka sa uma, if dili gyud ka gusto nga naay grass tungod kay maumantoy mo kompetensya.
We will go to that tomorrow. We will explain to you
Kay
everything about this. Tomorrow you will understand all these things. I know your reason.
Thank you, sir. Oo.
Because I've been there. I know your reason why you had to kill the grass. Tomorrow you'll know about the functions of the grass, the environment, etc. Tomorrow you will know.
Yes,
Do
sir.
not worry. Okay?
Okay, because Undo is applying herbicides in their fields. So,
Now, so listen. Where am I? So, amino acid.
Amino acid.
So, amino acid is your N.
yes.
Okay? Now, a while ago, I teach you FFJ. What is that for?
Food.
Fruit.
juice.
Oh, food.
Yeah. What is that?
Potassium.
K.
Okay.
NPK. So, we have N. This is N.
Oh,
We have K.
oh.
Tomorrow, I'll teach you P.
yung potassium.
Potassium.
Hindi. K is potassium. This one.
Oh, this one, potassium.
No.
Phosphorus is
This
three.
is N. Sorry. This is
Oh,
N.
this-
FFJ is potassium.
Oh, FFG potassium.
Oh, lagi
Tomorrow
potassium
I'll
daw.
teach you the P. Okay?
Okay.
Klaro ba?
Acid is nitrogen.
FFJ is for the sweetening of your fruits.
Mao to siya ay
Oh,
potassium.
potassium.
Potassium to
Okay.
siya.
Amino acid.
Amino acid for growing.
Growing
N
and
of
nitrogen.
protein. Protein for the animals. N for the plants.
Amino acid is nitrogen eh. Nitrogen.
Okay? Now, the first one is fish. So, it should be fish. So, your ingredients is fish. Isda.
Fish, amino acid.
Okay? Now, listen. If your farm, you have animals and you have plants, I will suggest when you make this one, especially if you're going to chicken, if you're doing cows, if you're doing goats or sheep, you don't need the whole fish. But if you're going into chicken, into piggery, you need the whole fish. Because chicken and pigs are omnivorous. They eat meat and veggies. Cows, goats, sheep, they are Herbivorous.
Herbivorous.
Herbivore. Okay? So they don't need this one. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, fish. Again, if you are doing animals and plants, I will suggest the fish is the one you buy, the whole fish. Now, do not buy the big ones. Just buy the small one, the small fish.
Any
It
type?
Any
doesn't
kind.
matter, sir, if
Okay.
let's say, the fish is already, smell.
No,
Dapat fresh.
cannot be. Yeah, it should be fresh.
So you look for because fish is expensive, so you look for the cheapest fish.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, the small one. Not the small one, this one.
Yeah.
Like
The small one like this size. Okay? Now, the best is the salt fish rather than fresh fish. But you can even use the fresh fish, but the better is the salt fish. This morning I forgot to tell you something. You need salt in your farm. You need salt in your farm. That's why seawater is a good source where you can put seawater into your farm. Now, we will touch that tomorrow, not today, but I'm just telling you right now. Seawater is crucial. If you don't have seawater nearby, then you can do the salt. Okay? Seawater salt. Okay. Now, tomorrow we'll touch on that. Where am I? Okay.
Salt fish.
FAA.
So, better is
Salt
fish that comes from the sea.
sea.
So here, you will have already salt. Because it comes from the sea.
Mm.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now. But, if you're just vegetable and fruit trees, no animals, just the waste or trash of the fish, you can already make amino acid. Again, if you don't have animals, you just have plants that you want to apply the amino acid, just the gills and intestine of the fish, that's good enough
Para lang
to produce amino acid.
Para lang sa mga gulay.
The gills and the intestine is good enough to produce amino acid. But again, if you have animals, I will suggest you do the whole fish. I'll tell you later on why. Okay. Now, so let's go to the whole fish. So after buying the fish, do not take away the gills and the intestine. Do not take it away because that is the most important part of the fish. So what do you do with it? Very simple. You slice it into 3 parts. The fish, you slice it into 3 parts.
Slice.
Then the ratio is 1:1. Marami ng mosquito.
Marami na.
Yeah. Two.
I'll finish this.
Ratio 1:1.
The ratio is 1:1. Okay? Now, so you mix 1 part of the fish to 1 part of molasses. Again, the container, the content should be more than half the container. Same principle. Okay, ferment it for 10 days. Here, 10 days. FPJ, FFJ, IMO, 7 days. This one,
10 days.
10 days. So after 10 days, separate the liquid from the sludge. Yung liquid, that becomes your fish amino acid. So you put it in container, then that will last you for 6 months. Again, do not produce 6 months requirement, just produce only
3 months.
3 months requirement. Give me some more minutes. I'll finish this off. Then the sludge. What do you do with the sludge?
Feeds.
Bigay sa
Feed to
baboy,
the animal.
to the animals.
You dry it up,
Dry una.
sun dry it up until they becomes crunchy like the bulad. Until they becomes crunchy, then you grind it. This becomes your fish meal for your animals.
How do you draw it without the, other, birds and things?
You cover it with mosquito net.
Okay.
Okay? Sun dry. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I will stop. Lloyd will teach you another ingredient. That is BCO. What is BCO? Virgin coconut oil. Now, listen. Tomorrow, I'll just tell you why you need to produce BCO. Now, Lloyd will teach you how to produce it. No, I will not teach you already because I know you are because of mosquito. Okay? So go there to the site where you did your IMO, and your Lloyd is there waiting for you to teach you how to make BCO. Then after teaching you how to make BCO, then come back to the dinner. Okay? Then after your dinner, they will show you the video. Then after showing you the video, then that is for the night. Finish for the day.
Okay.
Clear?
Thank you.
Okay, so go and you can bring